New year, new law.
New law?
New law. Welcome to another episode of Back Podcast. I am your girl, Remy Ray.
And it's me, the one and only White Yardie.
We're getting straight into it. How was your new year?
We just start.
Well.
No, you know, it's one of them ones, the last time we talk about making changes. And you know, every year you have to make change, you know what I mean? You have to make
in your ear.
Some changes. And as you can see already, there's a change because there's no cup on the table, which normally has something inside the cup, and what's in my cup stays in my cup, so don't ask me what's in the cup.
I thought it was a money issue personally, but
Hey!
he's on the water.
I'm on the water now, you know.
Tell us about it.
I just going back to cutting out, you know, easy. Back in 2016, I lost the most weight ever in my life. I gone from like a XL t-shirts to large t-shirts to where I was actually fitting in medium, comfortable.
Jesus.
Like it was scary. It was medium, like yo,
medium shock you.
Yo, you know, me take a picture and me say, bomba to me.
I saw it on Insta.
Yeah, me have to say slim yardie. Me have to say no way. Me have to get back to this. So it's like what I did. I cannot follow somebody else's diet plan and all of that. I feel
so what is it? The White Yardie diet?
It's my thing.
Okay.
My thing.
What does it consist of?
So
Talk
it consists
to us.
of no in terms of liquid, only water. So no coffee, no tea,
Jeez.
no fizzy drinks, no soft drinks, no alcohol, none of that. That's because you see fruit drinks and fizzy drinks,
Yeah.
they have the most sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what? That's all you was drinking before no water?
No, but obviously I was drinking I drink alcohol. I chase it with Red Bull, and Red Bull is very
It's
high.
bad for you.
Yeah, so I cut out those things. Another thing that I've been doing now is cutting out carbs. So since the beginning of the year, I know it's only what 3? No, 4. That's good.
4 days.
Whoa.
What haven't you had? What would you normally have had?
So normally
Rice,
like
innit? Big one.
rice, like carbs in terms of potatoes, bread, them type of things. None of that.
Crisps.
So, no, none of that.
No, but usually
Yeah, usually crisp, or even if me have a tea or coffee, me have some biscuits and things like. Yeah, I like cookies. I like cookies, you know. I like cookies. Yeah, listen, Maryland cookies. Jail man them know me I talk about. Yeah, jail man them know we are talk about. You know, when you have your cookies and milk and them thing like that.
You be in there in the yard with them.
When you put the milk,
when
when you put the milk out on the window, feel all cold and them thing like that.
Man, jail life sound hard.
It's not, you know. It's you can be as hard as you want it to
Fair
be.
enough.
But you know, I've cut out all these things and you know, I feel like I'm very motivated.
You are?
Yeah, because
What's the reward? Because motivation, you need a reward.
well, it's more like I can, because even last time when you said about how you have a certain dress and you want to wear that dress and
Yes.
there's certain times I want to wear certain things and it
Too
won't.
snug.
Yeah, it too hug me up. Stop hug me up. Close enough for you hug me up.
Should we endorse you for some deodorant or some chub rub?
Oh,
You know,
nah,
for
man,
chafing when you're
I'm
chafing.
not
You're not that far yet.
No way.
Listen, me.
And I'm not getting there.
Listen, I'll be out here yamming down the place. I'm doing better now that the year's turned, but
Yeah.
honestly, I can't stop.
You're craving something?
No.
Just asking.
No.
Like, just asking.
I'm not craving anything. I don't know. You know what? Actually, I used to have a big problem with food. When I was young, and you don't come from a lot of money, you just have to eat whatever's made, innit? As soon as I got to a certain age and I could make whatever I wanted or buy whatever I wanted, I just never stopped.
Yep.
And it's not like I invested into like a nutritionist or somebody to tell me, you know, portion control and that. And when you're Caribbean, you eat, you know what I mean? If your food ain't packed up, your plate ain't packed, people looking at you like, what's wrong with you?
First time you live on your own, yeah?
When you live by yourself as well, big one problem.
You stock out your fridge, though.
With shit. You just buy shit.
Stuff there, you just want it. Like
Everything.
rows of certain things. Like, I have no reason to have that. Like, why? You just
And
buy.
also, when you live by yourself, it's hard to portion control as well because you might be used to cooking for a lot of people or whatever it may be. Plus, Caribbean food, there's a lot of like, when you season up the thing, salt and, you know, oil and stuff. So it's just trying to find a good balance with food.
And then when we are cook and you're right. It's just the thing ingredients for you. So that's why for me, cutting out carbs is a big thing because that then I'll still, because I'll be honest, like I said, it's my type of diet. So I'm still gonna cook my food a certain way. It's just that instead of having rice, I have vegetables, steamed vegetables.
Like cabbage and that.
Yeah, cabbage, broccoli, all these things, carrots, those type of things. No potatoes.
No
you know what I mean? Cut out all of them something there.
Yes.
So I'm trying.
It's good. It's good to hear it.
You know, the goal for me or the reward is me being
healthy and strong.
And exactly, a happy place. And you know what I mean? And wife look at me and be like, yo.
Yeah, you know what? Me and my girlfriends were talking the other day and they was like, we're not into two bellies. It's just one belly in the bedroom and it's mine. Period. Belly and you started to feel pressure.
You have two belly fight. Hey, wait up. Yeah, no. You don't want to hug like that. You want to be able to, you know what I mean? Your arms right round. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know.
So, new year, new you.
Definitely.
What else have you given up or implemented into your life now for the future?
You know, yeah, like.
This sounds like it's going to be a story from 1996.
No. It's just, you know, like, I feel like even in terms of no investments.
Ooh, talk.
Yeah, definitely speaking to a few people, just trying to find out a few more things. Even property and things like that is where I'm looking. Yeah, man.
Ready to bust up with your 6-pack.
But hey, you know what I mean? It's you know, is I looked at where I am in my life and the age I'm at. And
you're getting old.
Yeah, and even with look at me, I'm fully grey. And you know, when we started this podcast, it wasn't like this. I was dying.
Lies.
Occasionally I die. I'm not gonna
Do you dye your beard?
Occasionally.
I didn't know white men do that.
What?
What kind of dye kit you using? Because it's not Beijing.
No, can't forget which what it.
Yeah, fair enough, and we can't promote it.
Yeah, but yeah, every now and then, listen, I hold up a man there.
What color do you use, man? B what or one what? What is the color?
Black.
No way, you dye black.
Yeah.
You can't.
Why not?
Because your hair's not black. It's like a mousy brown.
Who brown?
Mousy brown.
Jeez.
That's what, you know, white people be talking about mousy brown.
Mousy brown.
Yeah, it's like a brown, like a
I don't know,
dark
but
brown.
I go black. I go black or dark brown.
Really?
Yeah. I do. I buy it and
wait a minute. Who's doing the dyeing? You or your partner?
Me.
Jesus, man.
Me do it myself. How to you?
So wait a minute. Can you just talk to me about the first time you dyed it and you two were together and she noticed? Or was it her that recommended it? I can imagine she
No, me.
So and then she found you in the house with your.
I'ma buy them. I'ma buy my things. I'ma put them on and wash them, and deal with it proper.
I can't breathe.
What? Listen, like
so you're in the yard with your dyeing brush, dyeing your shit.
Yeah.
With them, I bet it's in.
But don't make nobody else dye. Me dye it myself.
Jesus. So what happens when a little bit stains?
No, man. You see, that's the thing. You have to experiment. You understand?
So you've been doing it for a while.
You have to know for them thing, man. I'm telling you see the barber shop when we used to go, yeah.
They do Beijing.
Yeah, them proper into the dyeing, and these are big grown. Them older than me, and they've been doing it for years. But you know, is
wait.
Is
continue.
They've been doing it for years, and it's like them. Yeah, me see how them deal with them. Say, alright, me can't do it.
Yeah, you like
so
it.
me do it.
Oh,
no.
you
and at first, you know, easy. Yeah? At first, I start get 1 and 2 grey near the chin part. I mean, I say, yo, alright, man, color them out, you know, and just look at color, yeah, so and then you know, I start just line up the whole thing. And I say, yeah, cool, light brown, dark brown, boom, I hit that. You get me? And wash it out, it look natural. You understand? use it, and then after a while, you know, you know when you use something for so long, when you don't use it, I say, wait.
Everything is different.
I say, wait, how much grey they are so now?
It seemed like it promotes the greys.
Yo, so they start shut up everywhere. But it was a thing for me. It's like I don't mind.
It's for your confidence.
No, God no. You see with me, yeah. One thing with me, and I've always been like this. I do not mind. I embrace it. Like the baldness is cool.
You shave your chest?
No.
That's one too far.
Yeah, that's too far. That's too far. Like unless me have to do a model shoot and me have a 6-pack, and let's wait till when the body come, we see what happens then. You know what I mean? Hey, you never know. But I don't think I would. Like for me, certain things is a no-go.
Like what else? Waxing?
No. You're mad.
Right in the crevice.
What? Hey, listen. No, not me.
What else?
That's it.
So you do your dyeing?
I used
and
to
what
do it.
else?
Huh?
You still dye? Come on, it's just great now.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Come February.
No, listen.
Come February.
Why the show?
The show.
No,
Valentine's
man.
Day
If it
stuff.
happen. No, listen. There's occasions. There's occasions where you want to turn up and you want to get rid of them and look a certain way. Then cool. But I ask my woman, say, yo, what you feel? She say, I don't mind. I like them. They're cool.
It looks fine, to be honest. It looks like you're growing old gracefully.
Okay, so that's the thing. From my woman is happy with it. I have no. If she was like, then I'll be dying every day.
What does she say about the belly?
Yeah, man. Yeah, obviously.
That one she hit on it.
Yeah.
I feel you, girl.
Yeah, the belly has to go. The
belly has to go.
The belly gotta go. It's, I feel like it's funny because with women, like, obviously you still want your man to look a certain way and have you want certain feelings and that you want that. So we as men have to, say, all right, cool. I will make those changes for you.
I think it's a collective.
But it's also for me. I want to make those changes for me.
Yeah, for yourself as well. I think it's a collective though, because listen, there is a lot to be sad about in this world. So food is a comfort for a lot of us, and it has been for many, many years. And I don't think that there's ever really been a serious address about how people really emotionally eat. They're happy, they're sad. It's always food. It's food. It's food. Even if somebody dead, it's food. Like everything is about food for, especially for our culture. So,
and with me, I remember the kids as well.
Food.
It's mad because even when I make food for them and little snacks what them want, I give to them, and normally that's how I know like I can control myself.
Yeah.
Because I've given them food where normally them leave things afterwards or make them a sandwich.
Yeah.
My daughter might leave one half of it.
Yeah.
And I will finish it.
And you'll finish. Yeah, not to waste food as well.
Not hold on, when you're ready, you come back and eat that. I'm not eating it. I'm not the dustbin no more.
You get into little habits.
You know when like she asks you open a pack of crispy and you take out one yourself and give her. No more, open it, here you go.
What else are you giving up then?
Not much. Just that really.
Just that. Like. And implementing some investment.
Yeah. Have to, man. Like,
it's time, huh?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I'm like,
you thinking about your future and the kids.
Kids' future, my future. Just wanna be feeling a bit more like I wanna be more comfortable with certain things and being able to relax more. You know what I mean? Feel like owning your own property and being in your own space as well will help in those type of ways. And family
and motivate you as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I have 2 children. Like me and my partner don't really like. It's not that we dismiss if we'd have more or not, but in case we have more, you know what I mean? Want to be in our own a bigger space if that was to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What about you?
I'm excited for you. Same investment.
Children.
Yeah, I would love a child.
Jeez.
I'm not like trying for a child. Not trying, but I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm 33 now, and I think at this kind of time, if I'm gonna go for it,
years now.
Don't say that because that's not true. I just went for a smear test today. I'm not sure if you know what that is. A smear test today.
Yes,
I had a smear test today, and her friend just gave birth naturally, 43 years old.
No, I'm saying it's not impossible.
4th child.
I'm not saying it's not impossible.
Listen, I'm a whole blessing out her.
When you get to 35,
what God decides, it's more of a risk, and they call you geriatric.
They say women, apparently at 35, that's when their system or whatever
it starts to slow down.
Where men go up to 70.
Yeah. So all of these things are definitely things that I'm sure every single woman watching this has thought about if she hasn't had a child yet. But saying that, I got a lot of friends that are around my age that don't have children, you know.
Why?
That don't have kids, don't have children.
They might kill off the population of the world.
If it's to produce any more like you, then yes.
I'm not trying to end the world.
Now I think that the pressure is real. A lot of people are, I'm not saying them, but a lot of people are struggling. You know, children aren't cheap. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these things do come into mind. If you're trying to climb up the career ladder or whatever, there isn't really much time. It's only in the last couple of years you've heard people really talk about, you know, leave for men around children, you know, is it paternity leave or whatever they call it for men. Before, it's all the responsibility of the woman. Childcare is a whole
do you feel
bag.
like with what you said, that there's a lot of people on your age group that
Yeah.
don't have. And
I could name about 5 or 10 of my
'cause
friends
I know
now
quite
that
a
don't
few
have
as
children.
well. I know quite a few that don't have as well. And it's like, do you feel like it's because certain, like, all right, social media, obviously, yeah, I feel plays a big part in people's lives.
Go on,
Not
talk to
everyone,
us. Go on.
just a few people's, like a set of people where now they see so much things out there, different people doing this, different people doing that. It almost changed their outlook on life.
Pick till you pick shit.
Well, yeah, I'm right. But you know what I mean? It's just like people know, remember, it's like a big thing. Everybody wants to be in shape, body goals and all this. And once you get in that shape, it's like, it's inspired because you see everyone looking amazing on social media. So you want to look amazing as well. And then once you get there, it's like, oh no, I don't want to have a child because child
gonna come and mess up everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or some people don't want to commit into a relationship because they enjoy single life now and being...
I think we should also talk about the quality of men out there.
Well, it depends on where you're looking.
Well, that too. And women, you know, relationships are complex. Like, how many things have you been through in your 15 years skin?
Yeah.
Like, many a things. Same relationships that I've had. It's having a child with somebody is more serious than some of us like to... especially in our community when there's been a lot of people, I'm always saying our community, I'm talking about the black community, having kids when they're young, and how they struggled.
Yeah.
I could tell you more women that I know that haven't been able to like get their foot on because they had children really young than I know people who have had children really young and have been able to like really turn it around in my generation. So I think all of these things play a role. Who the person is, do you have the finances, you know, what your potential is or your earning potential in a job or your career or whatever.
But that's kind of what I mean is because where you say that having quite young, is
16, you knew people
but I'm saying,
at
even if you
16
think
before.
like 20, 21, 22,
Still
it's
young.
still young.
Mentally, yeah.
Still young. But is that if you don't have it around them ages, it's almost like, and this is where I go back to social media, because social media kind of came in when about a good
10 years ago.
10 years now. Just say it's a good 10
Solid
years.
10 years.
Yeah, so if you think from when you was 23 on social media, not just you, but other 23-year-olds out there, once social media came in and they were starting to see what social media is about and the progress of it and how is it developed over the time, it's almost like some people have structured their lives
around social media.
Yeah, and certain things they see on social media.
Yeah.
And they have their setup now where now they're like, a child does not fit into this.
But I also think that things have changed immensely. And I wish I had some stats now because, I mean, in places like, is it Japan or China where they've only got a one child?
Is that still going on?
I think they said that they got rid of it, but I'm just saying, like, people also are having less children. It's not like before where your brethren, there was 5 brothers and sisters. How many people do you know now at your age range that have 5,
you're right,
6 kids? It's people are, I think, having less children, and I think our priorities have changed around the whole family structure. But I do also think personally that it is heavily linked to finances as much as we would like to pull them apart. I know people who are better off on benefits than they are going to work.
Of course.
In no economy should that be normal.
And you're right with that. There's single moms out there.
Yeah, single moms.
They look on it and they work out how much it how much would they benefit to go work and how much would they benefit to just stay home and collect benefits.
Yeah.
And it works out probably a £10, £20 difference.
Yeah.
That's no motivation for anybody to get up from doing nothing to go do something. You understand what I mean? And I mean, it sounds bad because you should still be motivated to go do something, but
why would you?
You understand?
Yeah.
And, you're right. And you're right about I don't know many people my age who have, well, actually I might know 1 and 2, but not many that have 4, 5, 6, 7, even 3. Like 3
is like a push these days.
3 now is like like, because we have 2, and I mean, if we go 1 more, I think we've always said
you're great now.
No, but we always said that maybe 3
max,
would be the way we go. But no, if we don't have another one, it's cool anyway. We have 2, we have 1 of each.
Yeah,
and I feel like at the same time, the age where my daughter's at now, she's coming up to 4. who like
Yeah, things have changed again, innit?
yeah. So it's like if we're gonna have another one, it needs to happen like this year. I feel.
Sheesh, put
Or
that out
next
into
year.
the
No.
put that out into the ether.
Let me
put the line here.
but I'm just saying like we kind of have to think about that because I don't want it to be a big age gap again.
Yeah, between the kids.
Yeah, and I feel like even though there will be a 4 or 5 year, 6 year maybe age gap, but it's still kind of a good age where they'll be going to the same schools at some point in their lives where it'd be cool. But I think 3 would be the max, and because then we still have some time to enjoy the rest of our
Your
later
life
lives.
together.
You get me? And that's important.
You see, for me, 1, 2 at a big push would be plenty. Like,
no, though, because once
no,
you might have
I
one,
know.
you might say,
Believe
"Wait,
me,
want
I
another
know.
one,
No,
and then
I
another
know.
one,
No,
and then
I
give
know.
me an next one."
I'm too ambitious.
Listen.
I'm too ambitious.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
too
I hear
ambitious.
That. I hear that, but you never had a baby before.
Yeah, that's true. I've never had a
That's
child
different.
before,
A baby
but
change your hormones.
it might
They will
change
change your
everything, and
emotions.
I'll be going to the doctors
You be
for them
having a
to help
boy,
it not change
and you
anything
have
more.
another boy. You get all 2 boys in a row. You say, "More, I'm a little girl."
I can't say that
Go
I
back a
care
third
about
time. I
sex.
try again.
No.
You get another boy. You
I've
say,
got
"More,
2
last try."
No.
And then get the girl, and you go back and get the
I've
boy.
got 2
and say,
nephews
5
and a
is not too
goddaughter.
bad.
two nephews and a goddaughter. My partner also has a plethora of nieces and nephews as well.
Yeah.
And even them, if I see them, I'm like, "Hi." And when they're gone, I forget. So I just
Yeah, but
know
you're
one
your
or
own.
2 max.
That baby growing inside of you, your heartbeat's pumping. It's different, man.
Yeah.
It
I believe you. When you see it. Now, if I had a child, if I got pregnant, I would, happily embrace it. But also, I think you got to be realistic. I come from a home of 4 children, and that wasn't enough tension for me. The relationship between me and my mum wasn't enough attention for what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to have that. I don't want my child to have that experience where they're not getting as much as they need from me as a parent. Because I do think that even raising the children, even though many people have to go out and work and stuff, it's also another full-time job. So
listen, man, looking after children,
no joke, right?
It's not easy, and I give credit to any single parents out
Yeah.
there that do it, men and female, any single mothers and fathers that have their children and have to look after them.
Yeah.
Credit to them, because like I feel like I kind of felt that during the early parts of the lockdown,
Yeah.
when my partner is a key worker, so
She had to
work,
leave.
and I was at home 24/7, and it was like, yo, this is work.
Yeah.
This I actually wouldn't mind go doing a 9 to 5. Like get me out of this house. You understand? Like my daughter, especially when my son not too bad because of
He's
the
of
age
age,
where he's
yeah.
at, you understand? But my daughter is very demanding. Very demanding from she wake up till she to go to bed. Even sometimes even when she used to sleep, she used to get up throughout the night. So it's like it's more than 20. It's almost like a full-time 24-hour shift every day, 9 to 5. Not even 9 to 5. From 9 to 9, 7 days a week. Like, you know what I mean? And
You see also what you're
and I
saying.
gave a lot of respect. Sorry, make you finish.
Yeah.
I gave a lot of respect to my partner because
You didn't
she was
realize.
going through that.
Yeah.
You understand? And I have to give her so much credit. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I have so much respect and love for her as well, because of those
She's
things.
done it for a long time
Yeah,
as well,
man.
isn't it? Without men, I think men don't even, not all men, some men don't really think about all the extra layers that a woman has to deal with when she's raising children. But what I was going to say, just to echo what you were saying, is that patience is another thing that you really require when you're raising children. And
Yeah,
I think
right.
I've seen too many, family, cousins, friends that have children and they have no patience. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you had no business having picnic, but the child is here now. Obviously, we love it, but that person doesn't have the patience. And children need nurturing, and they need patience, they need consideration and those kind of things. And I think if people be honest with themselves, we're not all cut out for that.
Yeah. I know it is. Yeah, it's remember, children are learning as well.
Yeah.
And they want your attention. They want to, like you said, you never had it because you come from having 4.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And it's like sometimes half an hour just sitting down with your child, playing, talking, doing something, that can go a long way
Change
for them.
your life,
You
yeah.
understand what I mean? Like you bring them into this world. I always say no child has ever asked to come into
No
this world.
child. Period.
Two adults decide to make
To
that
get
happen.
their freak on.
So yeah, so you have to think about the children as well because they're your responsibility. You understand? So yeah.
Great segue into the topic that we actually wanted to talk about, which was big man raising the next man's children in someone else's home.
That sound like
He said, big man raising people picnic in someone else's home.
That sound like about 20 subjects, not one.
So you're, God forbid, but you break up with your partner.
Please.
God forbid. That's why we start
God,
there. God, yeah, you need her.
Please, Lord.
And then she dates somebody else.
Oh, Lord.
And then things get really serious.
Yeah.
And you know what? My man, he stopped leaving. He don't want to just come dick her down and leave. He want to stay till the morning and have cereal on your L-shaped couch with his socks on and boxers.
Yeah.
And you two picnic downstairs, they wake up now because it's that kind of time.
Yeah, you know
Then
what?
what? When you start with, you know what it is, yeah?
Yeah, God forbid that ever happen. And like...
And he wearing your socks. No joking.
Way, no way. You know what is this is a part where some people, like, obviously I've had a big growth in my life where now
Say that.
I'm very mature and where I am and how I look at things. However, there's certain things where there's a side of me that comes out where people will say, yo, why am I so immature? Or, nah, man, how you think like that? It's not that. I feel like men.
What are you saying? Get there.
I feel like men, there's fathers out there that, like, I don't feel like women can really understand that part of how a man
to us. Tell us.
Because I feel like the whole thing, like, for me is that if we, 15 years in a relationship, two children, we've lived together, we've built the house together, we buy the house, the furniture, everything. You know what I mean? Like, we live in that house, we sleep in that bed. It's hard for you to remove any remembrance of me out of that house. Yeah.
But what if the house was not your house?
No, but I'm just saying it goes back down to what I'm trying to say is like the couch, the simple things of the plates, the knife, the fork.
Oh, you're petty.
Like you have to think about that like no, a man in my house turn on my kettle. Like let me just like break it down like that. That if I personally could, it would be very hard and difficult for me.
So what if the shoe was on the other foot and you had another woman?
Yeah, I know.
Should she put up with it?
No, I wouldn't expect her to as well.
This is good video
I'll be
evidence
honest, because you know is it like it goes back to something with me. I said on this podcast is that I've come from a broken marriage family.
Yeah.
I have had stepdads. I have had stepmothers. You understand? I've had them. You understand? And to me it was okay because it seemed normal because loads of people had stepbrothers and stepsisters. When growing up in Jamaica, I'm used to seeing that.
It's quite normal, yeah.
You understand what I mean? So it felt like the norm, but it wasn't norm. It's not supposed to be normal. You understand what I mean? It's not supposed to be. So I'm in a stage where I am now is what I realized I wanted for my life over time was I want to break that cycle for me. I don't want to have a family. I don't want and this is not to say, let me just break it down. I don't want anyone to feel like I judge you.
Would you're staying for the kids?
Yeah, it's not just staying for the kids' sake, but it's not one of them things where I want people to feel like I'm judgmental if you do have stepbrothers and stepsisters. I have stepbrother. I have a half sister. I have a sister from my dad's side. Okay. I have plenty other brothers and sisters from my dad's side.
It sound like it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I don't judge
if the situation
if that happens. It's just for me, that's not what I want. So I don't want my children to have stepbrothers and sisters. Yeah. I don't want my children to have half brothers and half sisters. I never have wanted that. I always wanted a family unit with me, their mother, and them, and that's it. And so the idea of another man coming into that situation, if I have to go or if we break up, it doesn't fit with my image of or my vision of what I wanted. So that's why I cannot comprehend with it and I cannot be comfortable with it because I'm like, yo, no man is like coming into my house and telling my daughter bedtime.
So
And that's the issue.
Can we hypothetically speak then in terms, because these situations are very real. It definitely is happening all the time, right? What if the shoe was on the other foot? Let's remove all the lovely, lovely bits that you tell us about and say that the relationship's broken down for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. You guys are no longer in an amicable space. You know, you're coexisting because of the kids, basically. You connect because of the kids. Maybe you got to pick up the kids or whatever. You are in another space. She is in another space. Mm-hmm. And you get a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Then what?
Then it's like, I don't know. Like I said, everybody different here, but I would not be bringing the children around.
Really?
Like, not without her consent and knowing that she's happy with that. It's
okay.
Not, trust me, like I am respectful to whoever.
And
like,
if she was just like Aggie, nah, just nah.
Then it just is what it is. And if the
really?
No, for real.
So if you were setting up shop with the other person, you were engaged with the other person, you would still.
I will keep asking, but okay. I'm not gonna force somebody because.
Is that how you felt before?
No,
that somebody was just forced into your life, kind of thing.
Yeah, because like if you don't like it, there's nothing you can do about it. And also, as a child, like growing up and having a man or a mother, a stepmother, a stepfather come into your life, and it's about the right ones. Cause don't get me wrong, let me explain. Like I actually know men out there who are looking after other people's children, and they're doing a great job at it. And that's because the father is not the father that is not stepping up to the plate and being a man. So another man has stepped up to the plate and taken on those responsibilities. And I credit every man who ever does that. So that's different. Where me as a father and her as a mother that are invested in these children's life, and we are being the best parents we can be possible, it's very hard for me to make somebody else come into that situation and try to almost like take a role that I already got there. I'm not saying you're going to replace me, but I want to be the person doing all the roles. No, I will respect, like if we were to break up and she met somebody and we were having conversations and she was letting me know that she's serious and I could see the seriousness in it, and eventually meeting this person and understanding them, then cool. I would like to have that conversation with this person that's going to be around my children.
Okay.
You understand? And this is me being a man and saying, yeah, all right, cool, but I don't want it to happen.
Fair enough.
And that's just how I stand on it. Obviously, everybody's different. It comes to a state, and you know, it's like, all right, you see if a couple break up, and the woman, after a while, the woman has met somebody, and the man hasn't met anybody. He's seen other people, he hasn't met somebody. He will always become the issue.
Yeah.
Because to him, why you found somebody already? How come you are moving?
Yeah. So it's better if the man finds someone first.
You see, if the man meets somebody and better. Actually starting to move on, the woman could have two more people. The man would even, what them doing? I'm for them two there.
You really believe that?
Because certain men, like, it's not all men, some men are different, but their attention has been elsewhere. And the fact that a man has now come in to him, certain men look at it like, that man has come into your life. That means it kind of ease up things on my side a little bit. Alright, I wonder if him good. Him can do his school run. Make him do his school run. And him good. Me don't need to come around tonight and do. But you know, it's certain people are like that. Not everybody. Not every man, but some man are like that. So it's just one of them ones. But for me, God forbid it happen.
God forbid.
Like, listen, I'm not saying nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible, and
financially though, would you look after the child? What if the person you were dating brought children into the relationship? Because I heard the story recently.
Yeah, you see all of them things like that is mad.
People get really funny about having to take care of somebody else's children when it comes to financial bits and pieces.
Yeah,
you know, like schooling, or you know, if the child is doing something, they'll be like, you need to go and ask the child's father.
Yeah, it's crazy. For me personally, I already stated this, that if I was to not be in a relationship no more with my partner, if we would eventually to come to an end and whatever happens, I wouldn't want to meet anybody with young children.
You said this before. Why?
Because for me, I'm not having baby father issues, and I'm not having young children issues.
What's young children issues?
Young children issues. You're not my daddy. I know that. I do know I am not your daddy. I never plan to be your daddy. I don't want to be your daddy.
Really?
Can you hurry up and grow up and move out of your mother's house? Like, You know what I mean? It's like
jeez, that is so petty.
It's not petty, man.
Because that person is a child, so they don't really have the comprehension.
I get that, but what I'm trying to say is like the thing for me is the thing for me is that if my as I said, my youngest is coming up to be 4.
Yeah.
And I know how much of a handful she can be. No, I'm still gonna have them responsibilities. I'm not looking to go into another relationship to have extra responsibilities on top of that. Do you understand
but
me?
what if you meet somebody and it's the love of your life, your absolute
as far as
soulmate?
I'm concerned, I've met her already.
Yep, I know, but hypothetically, there are people out there. We're speaking to the people, and the people find themselves in, perplexed situations.
But the woman I'm soulmate. If somebody out there meet a woman and I pick their soulmate.
Well, but still, it's a part of the package. Especially mums. It's very rare that mums come without their children. So it's a part of the package.
You're right. Listen, as I said, I give credit to men who have stepped up to the plate and moving here. And I mean, it's just how I feel where I am in the age that I'm in my life is that obviously anybody I'm meeting. If I have to meet anybody after my partner, I'll be coming up to I'm mid-30s now. So if anything, you'll be coming up to probably early, coming up to close to 40 before I'm meeting somebody. And then hopefully they would have had children, and the children would have been at a certain age where they don't even know, oh, mom, new boyfriend. Yeah, I mean, you don't know anything already.
So what age you said? Up from... because you said not picnic, so what age? So you want someone 13 because that age is rough as well.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? There's certain ages where you don't want. I'm not try to have no conversation with a big 18-year-old boy. But
also big man as well is coming around and kicking people's... Your mom might have moved on from your papa, and your mom's dating now. I've heard situations where sons have come into the people them yard and batted up the new partner that your mom's checking.
So that's why I'm saying that.
And that's big man.
Not even 18. He has to maybe 13, between 13, 14, maybe 11 to 14. Because at least that make you have a little input in your life and make you know who I am and kind of make you cool to a certain level. So, but yeah, you can't, certain 18-year-old sons with bad up, come around in friend them. Yo, see, mommy boyfriend, I wait outside and beat him.
Yeah,
come outside and get rushed by what bag of young youth.
No, man, that's it's really happening. I know a lot of mums that are single because their children won't allow them to have relationships, and they're by themselves. They need a little companion. Your mum want a little dick sometimes too.
Imagine he's a smoker. Imagine you smoke weed. You call you go on your link yard. Go link.
Can you get it out? What are you saying?
Imagine.
What are you saying?
Imagine I don't smoke, but imagine he's a smoker. You burn your weed and thing, and you go on your link house now. You're a big man, and you go link your woman that you're dating. And
what age is this? 40 plus. This sounds 40 plus to me.
You're dating this woman now, and you're 40. Yeah, and she 40, and on a date, and you go on at the house, and they say, oh, I forgot my weed. And she said, oh, why don't you can call the guy, make him link me? And she said, yeah, man, call him. And he goes, brr, brr. They go on the phone and call him, and you see your weed man coming from down upstairs. Our son.
You see,
hey,
you can think of that hypothetically, but nothing else, is it? Nothing else.
No, listen,
it's a serious topic. I think that a lot of people struggle with finding the balance, and I personally know a lot of elder women that have really struggled to find their feet again after relationships have broken down, and their kids aren't into anybody just coming in and checking their mum.
No, you're right. But also, the flip of it, like I said, for me, it's something I would never like to see happen because I would be petty with it. And this is where
you look like a petty,
a part of me
man.
Where the mature side should show more, but it's just because of the vision that I have. And it's like I don't want nothing to ruin that. And I have to understand this is the real world. And you have to be realistic. Things can happen. You know what I mean? The world is not perfect. We have to understand people can be in relationships for 30 years and boom, done. Yeah. Just gone. So all of a sudden it's like, whoa, you're 50. Where do you go from here? Because you know what I mean? You plan the whole life with somebody and I feel like I do feel as well
left destitute. You just
but I do feel with relationships. I feel like sometimes with relationships is it's not to say like sometimes the love goes and that's it, it's gone. You've outgrown the love and there's no more there. I feel like sometimes you just have to keep working and fighting for something.
But also as well, I think from my perspective, I think that people often approach relationships like once you get together, you guys become one. In my relationship, I see myself as quite singular, him as quite singular, and we come together and then have a something, you know, because I'm not going to grow how he grows and he's not going to grow how I grow. So, but we have something in the middle that, you know, we both compromise on and both consider one another.
I think something is that you both are supposed to be able to, you're quite right about becoming one. No, it's about you being able to bring something to that person's life and this person being able to bring something to your life, so you both can have a life together, if that makes sense. So for me, that's something very important, is that I know how much value and input that my partner brings to my life. So it's about me bringing as much as
something
I can to her life to make sure. Because
but you're also very individual because, and a lot of the time, women mature before men.
Definitely.
Many a time, a woman decides on a man and the man hasn't finished doing whatever it is that he needs to do out a road. And the woman either stays or, you know, or she leaves. But I know a lot of women that have stayed. A lot of women have stayed and they've been mature. They're just waiting for you to figure out that she's been the baddest bitch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're right. I'm still maturing. I know I'm still maturing.
Don't we know it?
I'm still maturing every day, and every day I feel like I'm showing that as well in my relationship, out of my relationship, and I feel like I'm enjoying it because it's almost like you're becoming a new person. And that's why even before, like, you asking me that question, it would be like, yo, you're mad. No man can ever there around my kids. No man can look after my children. No man can tell my daughter nothing. No man. You think if my son ever call me and say, yo, daddy, this man tell me to go to bed and lock off the come switch off the PlayStation. He say, yo, I'm coming round right now. That would be me before. But where I am now, I have to understand that you have to look at things differently. You know what I mean? And
also as well, you might not be the right person for your woman. So that means that she also may not be able to grow as you two collectively together. It may take somebody else to come into her life to offset whatever it is on her so that she can become whoever she's supposed to be. I think sometimes we just decide on things so certain, and a lot of us are in unhappy relationships because we're deciding to stay because people say we should stay together. And that isn't always the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of us are forcing ourselves into these boxes. How many people you know just unhappy? How many people you know just out there cheating on their woman left, right and centre? She's someone else's treasure. Same with him, he's somebody else's treasure.
Do you see what you just said about the cheating part? Yeah. This goes back to what I'm saying about fighting, because I feel like in relationships, let's be real, beginning is very fun.
The honeymoon stage.
Because you're dating. You're not living together, you're dating. You know what I mean? You might see each other 3 times a week, 2 times a week. And when you're dating, when you're seeing each other, you're getting to know each other on a very quick basis. You know what I mean? You're spending time speaking. You know, you're getting up to where you want to get up to, you know, the sheets and things like that. So you're enjoying all of that. Years pass on, you get more and more serious. You might move in together. You might have a child. So when these things come in now, other aspects come into it where responsibilities come in. Work responsibilities, work life, family life, social life. So now you don't have the honeymoon period no more. There's not as much fun happening, right? So then longer you get into it, you feel like, oh, this is boring now. It feels like the same routine over and over. Now, what a lot of people do is that they don't communicate with their partners and they don't sit down and speak with them. Or what happens is it goes back to maturity, where women do speak to the partner, but the man don't understand it. He don't want to hear that.
Like what Nathaniel was saying to us.
They're not understanding what's being told to them. So how they respond, she doesn't like that. So then she finds the attention somewhere else that will listen, which could be a mature or older person that is very mature, that now she looks at this like, wow, this is what I want. But again, what could happen is you go there, and then when you go there, they have the fun there, the honeymoon period there. But then when you get together in a relationship, you're back into this situation again, because I'm not saying in every situation, but I'm just saying that because reality kicks in. There's other aspects to life more than just you guys as a relationship, and there's more into a relationship than just you two. There's other things that come into play once you're in it.
And stuff,
you understand? So I feel like sometimes in couples, what they don't do is they don't work on this. They don't give the, like, it's like, all right, cool. Back to where we say, if there was like, if you used to break up with your partner, the new person
and
that
I get a God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid for you and your partner break up as well. You know what I mean? But God forbid it happen. You and your partner break up. The person that he meets and the person that you meet, you're gonna give that person 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're fun, enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
That he would do the same. But why couldn't you just say, hey, let's give back the 100% here. Let's put back in the work here. Let's make fun, spice it up a bit.
Maybe he was a rat and I'm over it.
I'm just saying, like, instead of, a lot of people tend to search outside of their relationship is because they're lacking something inside the relationship. But however, it's there. It's just the other person needs to provide that because it was there at some point.
Or somebody in the relationship, they're just not there.
Yeah.
That too, right? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, something may be missing. Maybe the other person needs to step it up or whatever it may be. All of that. But also on the other side is that it just may not be there. These two people just don't work together. You know, don't stay. I mean, a lot of people I know do stay for the kids, and I can't say what you should do, but staying for the kids for me, I think it's a worse situation for the kids because they can see that there may be a disdain or something. I don't know if that's beneficial for the children. Mm-hmm. My mentors actually say, bun the kids, because once the kids leave, I know they say bun the kids because once the kids, get to 18 or whatever and then they leave and go to uni, it's really them back in the relationship again. So you spend all your time, and a lot of people live through their kids, they're not really in a relationship. They like the aesthetics of, the look of a dad and a mum and the kids, but they're really living through their kids. Once the kids are gone, there isn't even a relationship there.
Yeah, I hear that. But sometimes as well, like there is the side of it where once the kids go, the relationship is much better.
And that too, because
kids
some
turn
of these
up
kids, they're little trash cans.
Turn up to the house and see daddy and mommy naked. Hey! It's 12 o'clock in the day, where you do?
Getting their freak on.
You understand? Because sometimes the kids take up so much that it becomes a burden. But I think
that's what they're saying, right? You got to make a conscious effort to have a relationship also outside of the kids, because you two were there before the kids. Yep. You guys should be there hopefully after the kids. And so if all the focus is on the kids,
that's why important things are like
date nights,
having your time, your alone time, like it's mommy and daddy time. Yeah, it's not the kids' time now. Yeah. Kids know, it's not your time, and now we understand what grandparents are there for. And now we know what used to happen when we used to go to get looked after.
Right. They're just out there making more kids.
But sometimes as well, like sometimes we have date nights where we get time off. Like the kids might go to their grandparents and then we just want to sleep.
Yeah, because you're tired.
We just want to sleep. Like there's nothing to do more than put on a movie and just literally fall asleep. And it just feels good sometimes.
What's a good date night? Or what's been your best date night?
Oh, wow.
Don't say flying to Jamaica and villa stuff, because you guys be on that.
Yeah, that's holidays. Like I enjoy, I enjoy holidays. I enjoy week like breaks away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like me and
you guys go on some wicked little breaks.
Yeah, man. I enjoy it. And again, some people might say, some people might listen to this and say, like, yo, yeah, big up your woman. Yes, I do big up my woman, because my woman has put my vision in life in a different way. She has shown me certain things that I wouldn't have seen. Yeah. And we have come from what I've been through, certain life. She came there and like back to what you said, like she was there. She never had to. She could be like, that idiot man, to step on the road and do this. Not time for that. But she has helped me to become the man that I am. So for me now, where I'm growing as a man, is for me to give her the credit where it's due, and also show her that I am going to be that man to help you become the woman that you're supposed to be as well. And that's my mission. That's what I put a lot of work into.
I love that.
So we go on these little breaks, and I get to big up, because before her, I wouldn't even travel more than Jamaica. England, Jamaica.
Jesus, man.
England.
Are you sure you're not a black man? Jesus.
No, real talk. Yo, like,
jeez, man, you're like an old country bumpkin.
She has made me travel to so many countries, and we enjoy a little date nights, breakaways. Sometimes, some of the things that me and I really enjoy is even just driving.
Yeah.
Just being in the car.
She's a driver, you know.
Yeah, just being in the car and driving, some music on,
Yeah.
or just conversation and just going for a drive. The other day we was talking about it and said, yo, like, miss just even going somewhere.
Anywhere, innit?
Yeah, man. But we do have
Together.
we have some nice little surprise date nights every now and then.
That
I cannot even pin one, just one. There's so many.
That is so nostalgic when you just brought that up, because when we were younger, she had a car.
Yeah.
So she would come and collect us, and we would go to places like Camper Sands.
Yeah.
And we'll just play the music and dance and then just come back to London.
That's it. Just little drives like that. Small little drives, just enjoying yourself together, enjoying each other's company. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if every woman is the same, but what I've learned is that women love to have conversations.
They do. And even if you're not listening, you just got to pretend sometimes.
Yeah, but not even that. You're right. It's pretend.
You just got to...
And I feel like sometimes a woman likes you to talk to them as well and express feelings and emotions. And I always say, like, there's no harm in telling your woman you love her.
Wow.
Well, yeah, what has been one of your favorite date nights?
I don't know. When I was younger, I think for me it was always the simple things as well. Like just someone coming and grabbing you and saying, let's go here. And you end up wherever.
Spontaneous.
Very spontaneous. I've always loved that. Of course, getting flued out. Who doesn't like getting flued out?
Yeah.
But my stuff are more meaningful. So I'm a conversationalist. I love to talk, you know, especially if someone's like super knowledgeable. I love to learn. So those guys that have got a lot of knowledge tend to get good women, but they're usually not got no money. They spend too much time reading, and then the woman disappears. But yeah, like I love having deep conversations. I also like group settings as well, group dates or group relationships. Yeah, I don't know, just a variation. Always very simplistic. I can't say that I'm a materialistic kind of person. I'm relatively chilled. Any environment I can kind of adapt. So yeah, more the spontaneous kind of stuff. And gifts, of course, the gifts. I love being gifted something that I don't need. Men, why do men always get that wrong? Like, I think all men should ask a woman to write a list at the start of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But say, this is what I want. If you haven't got a budget, this is what I will be happy with.
Yeah.
If you have got a budget, splurge, and this is what I'm into. Because there is nothing worse than receiving a gift you don't want.
I know.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah. When you just look at it like, what am I going to do with this?
I'm always like, what am I going to do? Like, I get all kind of stuff. I'm just like, not from him, but people. Even my mum, I'm just like, keep your money.
Yeah, it's true.
I just don't even want it.
But I feel like with relationship, like with me and my partner, we tell each other what we want.
Do you?
Yeah, we said this is what we want. Like obviously, they would throw in one or two surprises that weren't expected. But we do have lists of things that we would like.
I love it.
And all of that is that I feel like you women tell us anyway. It's just certain men we don't listen. Because sometimes you will sit there and tell you, oh, I like this little
I don't
gift
ask
set.
for stuff. Do you know that?
No, but you can see something and you show your partner and say, oh, yeah, look at it. I like this. You know, this
my
is very
things
nice.
is in another atmosphere. Believe me, he looking at me like, really? You want that? But yeah, no, I never really share because I'm never really looking for anything. The main thing that I want all the time is to travel. That is like the most consistent thing you will find me looking at. Or I love a little hotel break.
Yeah. There's one we went to the other day. It was very nice.
It was nice.
It's a prison settings.
No way. Is it the one on the port thing?
No.
You have to get a boat. Do you know that one?
I've been looking at that one as well.
That one looked dangerous.
But there's one where it's like it's an old prison.
Sheesh.
And they've converted it into a hotel. The rooms are luxury.
Really? Looks
very
bad.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Nice.
And it was a surprise. I booked it, took her there. She enjoyed it.
Check you out, looking for all these obscure things.
Yeah, because we enjoy these things, and as she has made me this person because she used to.
She's a spontaneous kind of person. She shows me things.
Sometimes she just book something, and next minute we end up okay, cool, we're here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I think one of the best ones I have done that I give myself credit for is when I booked Venice. I was like, she didn't even know a surprise.
Oh, nice! I've
never
been
treats
actually.
On the way as well, celebrating Yeah.
How was Venice? I have never been. It looks wicked.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very hot when we went.
Yeah, it must have smelled. I heard the water smells.
You know, I never noticed it thinking about it.
No, doesn't? Okay.
I don't think it did, but it was very nice. A lot of walking, like going from one place to the other place. You think to yourself,
It's really small.
yeah, you think to yourself, but you think to yourself it's short, but the little
The
hills
little
up
alleys
and
and
down
stuff,
and
yeah.
cut throughs, and me I walk around with the map, but I enjoyed it. It was just me and her.
Yeah.
We went
Getting
around.
lost.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, and it was fun.
Did you stay in somewhere where you had to get a boat to the hotel?
Yeah. Once you come off of the plane,
What?
Once you come off of the plane, you come down and you get onto a boat that takes you from the
Jeez.
airport straight into
I'm
Venice.
not sure I'm gonna like that.
Yeah, and then when you get there, the craziest thing you see ambulance boat, you see police boat, you see DHL boat.
What? Are you kidding?
Yeah, man. Boat
What?
taxis. You can get a boat taxi, boat bus.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man. Everything about. There's no wheels allowed.
What?
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I love that. They said Venice may be underwater in however
Yeah,
many years
apparently
from now.
it will be. So if anybody's
wanna
ever
visit.
thinking about it, obviously after lockdown, get out there but it will be under lockdown apparently in the next couple of years.
How many countries have you traveled to?
Whoa. We have fridge magnet them on the wall. So
I'm only asking because I know my answer, but
how much are yours?
I've been to 28 places.
Ooh.
And then some of them multiple times, like the
Is it?
Dubais and New Yorks and stuff.
Let me see. I don't know. Like when you said 28 places,
Each time.
including like places in America or
Yeah, because if I've been on a plane to get there, then I counted it.
yeah. So for me, quite a few there because Canada, I've been almost everywhere in Canada. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I've been to. I had a 16 shows in Canada one time.
Sheesh.
Yeah, in different cities, towns.
You have to write this down, because
So
you need to be able to tell your children that you traveled.
They know because they see when daddy I go bye. Bye.
Yeah, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like your grandchildren, I think traveling is really important for creativity personally. So
I enjoy
that's
it.
why I wrote it down as well. Because I'm like, where haven't I been that I still want to go to?
No, we've traveled to some places. Thailand,
Yeah. The Caribbean, obviously.
Caribbean, yeah, Jamaica, Barbados. I went Belize.
Oh, wicked.
That was actually for a show.
Nice.
And I actually loved the place.
Wicked.
Yeah, man.
Where else?
Been,
Europe.
Been a couple of Europe spots as well. Been Miami.
Me too.
Been New York.
Atlanta?
No, I haven't been Atlanta as yet.
I don't think anyone is allowed to go to Atlanta.
Dubai, Turkey.
Never been to Turkey.
Never.
I've never
there.
even really been. I've been to Madrid in Spain. That's it.
Have I ever been Spain? I don't even think I've ever been anywhere in Spain.
Yeah, I've noticed my
I've
list
been
is more
Ibiza.
international.
I've been Ibiza.
I've been Ayia Napa.
But not.
Does that count? Don't think so.
I think it's a Spanish island. So yeah.
Santorini.
I drove to Paris.
Oh, wicked.
That's another date. We drove to Paris.
No way. That is so
get
romantic.
on the ferry and.
How long did it take?
You know, yeah, we drive. I've actually done it twice.
Sheesh.
I've done it twice. I did it one time for my son's birthday. We took him to Disneyland Paris. We drove him there, packed the car with his presents, birthday cake, everything.
Jeez.
And we was there for like 3 days. He celebrated his birthday there. We drove there.
Oh, that's lovely.
It didn't feel long because we were enjoying the drive and it's new. Something different.
Exciting.
Obviously, they do kilometers, right? And we do per miles.
Yeah. So you couldn't read the signs.
So when when I seen signs of 130, I'm doing 130.
Oh, what does it mean?
It means I'm meant to be doing like 80.
Ah.
But I'm doing 130. You know?
Jeez.
And the worst thing is that police see you, but they look on your badge and just think,
Oh, idiots.
they just think, like, they couldn't even bother. And then it's like, here's what it is. And then we did it another time. Me and her alone went. And I had a rental this time. And I asked the rental company, yo, if I want to go Paris for the day, how much it costs? Them say 800 and something pound for cover. I say, oh, nah, can't bother with that. Took the rental and went.
I hope they ain't listening.
I don't care if they listen. Them they probably don't even know who it is. But I'm just saying, like, that time was fun as well. You know what I mean? It didn't take that long. I think the longest part is getting on and off the ferry for me.
Yeah, because all the cars, isn't it? I've been on a ferry before. No, a coach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, to Paris, like when I was young.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice, man.
Well, that wraps up another episode of the Back Podcast. We touched on a lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
Yes.
Whole heap of things.
See you soon.
Uh-huh.